Okay guys, so in this video we'll be taking a look at how to solve two-step equations. So two-step linear equations and two-step quadratic equations that involve a power of 2. Okay, this is aimed at GCSE level maths, okay, and it's appropriate for the foundation tier and for the higher tier, and it's also appropriate for Key Stage 3 maths and also A-level pure maths, okay, and also Key Stage 2 maths as well. As ever guys, feel free to pause the video, try and attempt all the questions. I'm aware that the answers are there, but just attempt the questions, okay, and then come back and press play and then check your answers with me. Okay, this is question number 1, guys. So, I'm solving an equation 2c plus 5 is equal to 19. I've got to work out the value of c. So if I take away 5 on both sides, because that's the opposite of adding 5. So taking away 5 on both sides, I get 2c is equal to 19 take away 5, which is 14, because 5 take away 5 goes to 0. So on the left hand side, I'm just left with just 2c. 2c is equal to 14. To work out c, I would divide both sides by 2, because 2c means 2 times c. So dividing both sides by 2, I get that c is equal to 14 divided by 2, which is 7. Okay, remember that fraction means a division. Okay, 14 over 2. 14 over 2 just means 14 divided by 2, which is 7. So c is equal to 7 for the first one, guys. Question number 2, I've got c squared plus 8 is equal to 24. I would take away 8 on both sides of my equation to balance the equation respectively. I'd get c squared is equal to 16. Okay, the opposite of squaring something is the square root. Now here, I've got to be careful, because it's a power of 2 there. This is what I call a quadratic equation. This therefore means that I'm going to have 2 distinct real solutions. So I'm going to have c is equal to plus or minus the square root of 16, which is plus or minus 4. Okay, so c can equal positive 4 or c can equal minus 4. Okay, or c can be equal to both. Okay, question number 3. Solving this equation, x over 2 minus 5 is equal to 17. I would add 5 to both sides to balance the equation. Minus 5 plus 5 goes to 0. So on the left-hand side, I just have x over 2, okay, equals 17 plus 5 is 23. I've got x divided by 2 is equal to 23. The opposite of dividing by 2 is to multiply by 2. So I multiply both sides of my equation by 2. I get x is equal to 23 times 2, or 23 plus 23, which is 46, guys. Question number 4, 7x minus 8 is equal to 15. If I add 8 to both sides of my equation to balance it respectively, I get 7x is equal to 23. Dividing both sides by 7, because 7x means 7 times x, or x times 7. So the opposite of timesing by 7 is dividing by 7. So x is equal to 23 out of 7, okay, or 23 sevenths. Okay, and this is really important, guys, because it's getting into the habit of not every single solution will give us a whole number. So not every single solution to our equation will give us an integer answer. We may sometimes have a decimal, a fraction, okay, etc, etc. So it's really important to get into the habit of leaving your answer as a fraction. Of course, I can put it as a mixed number. It would be 3 and 2 sevenths. Okay, and then I can work that out, okay, using the bus stop method to work out the exact decimal value. Okay, but it's getting into the habit of writing your answer as a fraction. Question number 5, okay, so last question for today's video. X squared plus 8 equals 72. Take away 8 on both sides of my equation. I get x squared is equal to 64. X is equal to plus or minus the square root of 64, which is plus or minus 8. And again, guys, it's plus and minus because I've got a quadratic equation, a power of 2. That means it's a quadratic, so I can take the positive and the negative root, okay? X can equal negative 8, because if I square a negative, I get a positive, and if I square a positive, I get a positive. So that's why X can take two values, okay? So question 2 and question 5 are what I call a quadratic equation. Question 1, 3, and 4 are what I call a linear equation, but they are all still classed as two-step equations because it's taken 2 steps to work out my answer. Okay, so I hope you found it useful, guys. Any questions, any queries, put it in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.